Hello, I'm Kevin, and this is my wife, Jessica.
Hello.
And today we're at the beautiful Red Barn studio where we want to talk about our new song, Shasta. So Shasta is inspired by a book written by C.S. Lewis called The Horse and His Boy. It's part of the Chronicles of Narnia series, if you've seen those movies or read those books. Pretty much the story goes that this boy, Shasta, is born and he is shipwrecked and he is found by this man who's a fisherman that's not kind. He's a hard, cruel man. You know, he gives Shasta a place to live, but his entire life is labor and just no affection, no caring. He grows up in a hard environment. And because it's C.S. Lewis, there's a talking horse. If you haven't seen the Chronicles of Narnia, you won't understand. There are talking animals. But the horse and Shasta run away together because the horse was owned by a master that he didn't care for. So they're on this journey together to get back to Narnia, to get back to where the horse is from and to their home. And so throughout the story, Shasta is met with all sorts of terrible circumstances. He's chased by a lion. He is trying to sleep out by the fire one night, and he hears the sounds of these jackals all around, and he's afraid for his life. Towards the end of the book, Shasta is walking through the woods. He's kind of in that place where in every good story, the hero is just like about to give up. It is looking bad. It is looking bleak, and he is just at his wit's end. When suddenly he just senses this presence that is right there, and he's aware that something is walking beside him. What he comes to realize is that it's Aslan. So in the Chronicles of Narnia story, Aslan is the Jesus character, the God character. He's a lion. He's a massive lion, and he always presents himself at times when he is needed. So Aslan is the Christ character in the Chronicles of Narnia allegory. So back to Shasta, he meets Aslan. He realizes there's a massive lion walking beside me. He doesn't know who Aslan is at the time, and Aslan begins to describe who he is, and that he is for Shasta. He's good. He is loving. But then Shasta poses the question, well, if you are so good, where have you been my whole life? I've been through terrible circumstances. I could have used you a long time ago. I needed you to show up before now. Why now are you showing up? And it's at this point that Aslan says, I was the lion that was chasing you to help push you to get you where you needed to go. I was the lion around that campfire fighting off the jackals so that you could make it through the night. I was the lion that was there when you needed me to though you didn't understand, to push you where you needed to go. And I was the lion that pushed your boat to shore that night when you were shipwrecked so that you could be found and at least taken care of long enough to grow into where you are today, to make it to me. And so if you want to hear Shasta, it comes out March 6th on all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff. But if you want to hear it before it's released, you can click the link below and hear it now. And we want this to be spread to everybody that can possibly hear it, not so people can just hear our music, but so that hope is infused back into their soul. But even if you don't hear it now, look for it March 6th. It'll come out on all platforms. Go to Spotify, follow me, Kevin Keene. You can pre-save it, and it'll be there on the Friday that it releases in your playlist. So thank you for listening. We hope this has been beneficial to you. Keep following our journey as we release music. We want it to be bettering and giving back to the world at large. So
Thanks,
see you next
guys.
time.